Hello! Welcome to another awesome summer reading performance, everybody. So today we're really happy to have one of Shakespeare's most fantastical plays, The Tempest, performed in a really new way by Peter Davison, who is an acrobat, a juggler, just an extraordinary performer. So I hope you're ready for a magical experience. And without further ado, here's The Tempest, a fantasy in motion by Peter Davison.
Welcome, one and all. My name is Peter Davison, and I am thrilled to present my version of a play by William Shakespeare, The Tempest. Shakespeare wrote The Tempest around 400 years ago. Since then, the play has been performed thousands of times. But this version will be a little unusual. I've gathered up a bunch of items from around the house that will act as the characters in the play, and we'll use our imagination to bring those characters to life. I'll tell the story, and I'll provide the voices of the characters who will speak words from the original play, written by Shakespeare in Elizabethan English, the language of his time. And now, without further ado, The Tempest. A long time ago, on a sea far, far away, a ship is sailing from Tunis on the coast of Africa to Naples on the coast of Italy. On the deck of the ship, enjoying the morning at sea, we meet Alonso, the greedy king of Naples. Your Highness. Also on board, Prince Ferdinand, the young innocent son of Alonso. Antonio, the evil Duke of Milan. Gonzalo, the kind old counselor to the king, and some others who will have to meet later because out of the blue, a fearsome storm descends upon the ship. Suddenly, the sky is filled with swirling clouds. Lightning flashes, thunder crashes. Waves pound the hull of the ship. All hands on deck. All feet on deck. The mariners scurry about trying to keep control of the ship. Take in the topsail, fall to it yarely, or we run ourselves aground. Bestir! Aye, sir! Whoa! Hell is empty, and all of the devils are here. Wah! Ferdinand goes overboard. So does the king. And Antonio. And Gonzalo. Goodbye, my wife and children. Goodbye, brother. Mercy on us. Poor unfortunate souls, the ship broke apart and they all perished. Or did they? Meanwhile, on a nearby island, we meet Prospero, a man of magical powers. And his daughter, Miranda. Prospero used his magic to conjure up the tempest out at sea. And Miranda's pretty upset about it. If, my dearest father, you have put the wild waters in this roar, allay them, Oh, I have suffered with those that I saw suffer, a brave vessel dashed all to pieces. Be collected. No more amazement. Tell your piteous heart there's no harm done. Prospero waves his magic staff. The clouds drift away. The sea becomes calm, and the ship is nowhere to be seen. Sit down, dear one. 'Tis time I should inform thee further. Prospero tells Miranda that when she was very young, he was the Duke of Milan until his envious brother Antonio, yes, that Antonio, with help from King Alonso, yes, that Alonso, usurped the dukedom from Prospero in a sneaky takeover. Well, Antonio and Alonso banished poor Prospero and little Miranda out to sea on a lousy, leaky little boat. Luckily, the winds of the sea blew the little boat to this island. And now, 12 years later, bountiful fortune hath mine enemies brought to this shore. Here, thou art inclined to sleep. After putting Miranda to sleep with a magic charm, Prospero is ready to meet with his spirit helper, Ariel. We can help Prospero call Ariel by saying 4 words. Trixie, Ariel, come hither. Hither means to this place. Trixie, Ariel, come hither. We just say that quietly 3 times in a row to call the spirit Ariel. Ready? Trixie, Ariel, come hither. Trixie, Ariel, come hither. Trixie, Ariel, come hither. All hail, great master! I come to answer thy best pleasure, be it to fly, to swim, to dive into the fire, to ride on the curled clouds, to thy strong bidding task, Ariel, and all his quality. Hast thou, spirit, performed to point the tempest that I bade thee? To every article. Ah, so Ariel helped Prospero make the tempest that wrecked the ship. But are they, Ariel, safe? Not a hair perished. I have dispersed them about the isle. The king's son have I landed by himself, whom I left sitting, his arms in this sad knot. This was well done, my bird. But there's more work. What shall I do? Say what? Go make thyself invisible. My lord, it shall be done. Awake, dear heart, thou hast slept well. Tickle, tickle. Shake it off. All right. I'm better now. Come on, we'll visit Caliban, my slave. 'Tis a villain, sir, I do not love to look on. Caliban is Prospero's other servant. He is a native of the island, and he's an angry brute. His mother was Sycorax the witch. Here he comes. As wicked dew as air my mother brushed with raven's feather from unwholesome fen. Drop on you both. When Prospero first arrived on the island, he cared for Caliban, but Caliban turned out to be a violent savage. Now Prospero uses magic to make Caliban do chores like fetching firewood and making fires. Hagseed hence, fetch us in fuel, and be quick. I must eat my dinner. Shruggest thou malice? If thou dost unwillingly what I command, I'll rack thee with old cramps, fill all thy bones with aches, make thee roar, that beast shall tremble at thy din. No, pray thee. I must obey. His art is of such power. Caliban heads off to look for firewood. Meanwhile, down by the shore, Prince Ferdinand has appeared and is sitting alone crying over the shipwreck. Let's call Ariel to come lead Ferdinand to Prospero and Miranda by saying, Trixie Ariel, come hither 3 times. Ready? Trixie Ariel, come hither. Trixie Ariel, come hither. Trixie Ariel, come hither. Ariel, who has made himself invisible, makes strange music to enchant Ferdinand. Where should this music be? In the air or the earth? I have followed it. Or it hath drawn me rather, but 'tis gone. Ferdinand sits down to rest. Near where Prospero and Miranda are waiting. Say what thou seest yond. What is't? A spirit? No, wench, it eats and sleeps and hath such senses as we have such. I might call him a thing divine, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble. Here comes Ferdinand. Oh, hello. Oh, most sure the goddess on whom these airs attend. My prime request is, oh, you wonder if you be maid or no. No wonder, sir, but certainly a maid. Heavens! Ferdinand is astonished at Miranda's beauty, and she's also enamored with him, only the 3rd man she's ever seen. It appears to be love at first sight. Oh! Prospero wants his daughter and Ferdinand to get together for reasons that will become clear later, but he doesn't want it to be too easy for them. Prospero decides to put their love to a test. Sir, a word. I charge thee that thou hast put thyself upon this island as a spy to win it from me, the Lord on't. No, as I am a man. There's nothing ill can dwell in such a temple. Speak not you for him. He is a traitor. Come, I'll manacle thy neck and feet together. Sea water shalt thou drink. Thy food shall be withered roots and husks wherein the acorn cradled. No, I shall resist such entertainment. I draw my sword. Ha! Oh, dear father, make not too rash a trial of him. Have pity. Silence! On guard! Ha! Su, 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 su. Come on. Su, sa, su, sa, su, sa, su, si, so. Sa, su, sa, su, sa. My spirits, as in a dream, are all bound up. Prospero's magic is too much for Ferdinand, and he is disarmed. Clang. Follow me. Prospero leads them away to put Ferdinand to work. Meanwhile, on a desolate beach, Caliban has been looking for firewood. Suddenly, something strange appears a little way down the beach.
Lo now, lo. Here comes a spirit of Prospero's, and to torment me for bringing wood in slowly. I'll fall flat. Perchance he will not mind me.
Caliban, always afraid of being tormented by Prospero's spirits, hides under his gabardine, his cloak. But it's not one of Prospero's spirits. It's a survivor from the shipwreck. It's Trinculo, the jester.
Ha ha! Ha ha!
Here's neither bush nor shrub to bear off any weather at all. And another storm brewing.
If it should thunder as it did before, I know not where to hide my head. What have we here? A man or a fish? Dead or alive? A fish. Smells like a fish. A strange fish.
I do now let loose my opinion.
This is no fish, but an islander that hath lately suffered by a thunderbolt. Alas, the storm has come again. My best way is to creep under his gabardine. There's no other shelter hereabouts. Oh, misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. Oh, pew.
While they wait for the storm that never arrives, along comes Stefano, the king's drunken butler who came ashore clinging to a full barrel of wine. I shall no more to sea, here shall I die ashore. Oh, this is a scurvy tune to sing at a man's funeral.
Do not torment me, prithee.
What's the matter? Have we devils here? This is some monster of the isle that hath got, as I take it, a fever. He shall taste of my bottle. Open your mouth.
I should know that voice. It should be, but he is drowned and these are devils.
Huh? Two voices? A most delicate monster. His forward voice now is to speak well of his friend. His backward voice is to utter foul speeches. If all the wine in my bottle will recover him, I will help his fever. Open your chaps again. Amen. I will pour some in thy other mouth.
Stefano, if thou beest Stefano, speak to me, for I am Trinculo, thy good friend Trinculo.
If thou beest Trinculo, come forth.
Ah!
Thou art very Trinculo indeed.
Oh, Stefano, two Neapolitans scaped.
Prithee, do not turn me about. My stomach is not constant. How didst thou escape?
Swam ashore, man, like a duck. Quack. I can swim like a duck, I'll be sworn.
Though thou canst swim like a duck, thou art made like a goose. Here.
Whoa! That's a brave god, and bears celestial liquor. I will kneel to him.
Caliban thinks Stefano is a god because his wine is so delicious.
I'll kiss thy feet. I'll swear myself thy subject. I'll follow thee, thou wondrous man.
Come, swear to that.
This is a most ridiculous monster, to make a wonder of a poor drunkard. I prithee, let me bring thee where crabs grow, and I'll dig thee pig nuts, show thee a jay's nest, and instruct thee how to snare the nimble marmoset. Wilt thou go with me?
Lead the way. Caliban is happy to have a new master, one who gives him wine and no less, and he's glad to be free of Prospero and his chores.
Ban, Caliban has a new master, get a new man. Freedom, high day, freedom. Freedom, high day, freedom.
Oh, brave monster, lead the way.
I'll follow, Stefano.
Meanwhile, Prospero has put Ferdinand to work, carrying heavy logs to a pile. Miranda's been watching and pays a visit.
Alas now, work not so hard. Pray, rest yourself.
Miranda explains that her father is busy studying his magic, so it's safe for them to sit for a bit. Actually, Prospero is eavesdropping from right over there. I do beseech you, chiefly that I might set it in my prayers. What is your name?
Miranda?
Admired Miranda, indeed the top of admiration. For several virtues have I liked several women, but you, oh you, so perfect and so peerless, are created of every creature's best.
Do you love me?
O heaven, O earth, bear witness to this sound and crown which I profess with kind event if I speak true. I do love, prize, honor you. Here's my hand.
And mine, with my heart in't. I've got you, darling.
And are you?
And now farewell, till half an hour hence.
1,000,000. Fair encounter of two most rare affections. Heavens rain grace on that which breeds between them. Meanwhile, Caliban has been showing Stefano and Trinculo around the island, and he's been trying to get Stefano to get rid of Prospero so they can rule the island themselves. Let's call Ariel to come spy on them. Ready? Trixie, Ariel, come hither. Trixie, Ariel, come hither. Trixie, Ariel, come hither. Ariel stays out of sight.
My noble lord, I am subject to a tyrant, a sorcerer, that by his cunning hath cheated me of the island.
Thou liest!
What? Huh? Thou jesting monkey, thou, I do not lie.
Trinculo.
Why, I said nothing.
Mum then and no more. Proceed.
I say, by sorcery he got this isle. From me he got it. If thy greatness will revenge it on him, thou shalt be lord of it, and I'll serve thee.
How now shall this be compassed?
I'll yield him thee asleep, where thou mayst knock a nail into his head.
Thou liest, thou canst not.
What? Huh? What a pardon is this? I do beseech thy greatness, give him blows.
Trinculo, interrupt the monster one word further, and by this hand I shall supplant some of your teeth.
Why, what did I? I did nothing.
Didst thou not say he lied?
Thou liest.
Do I so? Take thou that. As you like this. Give me the lie. Another time. Where did he go?
Ha! I did not give the lie. A murrain on your monster, and the devil take your fingers. Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Now, forward with your tale. Prithee, stand further off. Stand further. Further. Come, proceed.
Why, 'tis a custom with him in the afternoon to sleep. There thou mayest brain him.
Monster, I will kill this man. I will be king, and Trinculo and thyself shall be viceroys. Dost thou like the plot, Trinculo?
What?
Dost thou like the plot?
Excellent.
Lead on, monster.
I'll follow. This will I tell my master.
Meanwhile, Alonso, the greedy king of Naples, Antonio, the evil Duke of Milan, and Gonzalo, the kind old counselor to the king, have appeared on the island as if by magic and are astonished that they are completely dry, like they'd never been in a shipwreck at all. The king is unhappy because he's sure his son Ferdinand has drowned. Gonzalo tries to cheer him up.
Beseech you, sir, be merry. How lush and lusty the grass looks, how green.
Prithee, peace.
He receives comfort like cold porridge.
My son is lost. O thou, mine heir of Naples, what strange fish hath made its meal on thee? While the king and his company commiserate over the loss of Ferdinand, along comes Ariel, but not in his usual form. Prospero has sent Ariel to terrify the castaways and to make the king feel responsible for his own son's death. Ariel transforms himself into a hideous shape, a mythical monster that strikes fear into the hearts of men, known as the Harpy.
You fool! Your sword is now too massy for your strength and will not be uplifted. But remember, for that is my business to you, that you from Milan did supplant good Prospero, exposed unto the sea, him and his innocent child, for which foul deed the powers have incensed the seas and shores, yea, all the creatures against your peace. Thee of thy son, Alonso, they have bereft, and do pronounce by me lingering perdition, worse than any death can be at once, shall step by step attend you and your ways.
Oh, 'tis monstrous, monstrous! Methought the thunder, that deep and dreadful organ pipe, pronounced the name of Prosper. Now the king really believes that his son's death is payback for banishing Prospero and Miranda. Therefore my son, in the ooze, is bedded. Prospero weaves a magic charm around the king and his company that traps them in their misery and makes them unable to move. from this spot. My high charms work, and these mine enemies now are in my power. In these fits I leave them, while I visit young Ferdinand, whom they suppose is drowned, and his and mine loved darling. Prospero explains that Ferdinand's chore of hauling heavy logs was just a test. Since Ferdinand proved he's a hard worker and that his love for Miranda is real, Prospero gives them permission to get married. Here, afore heaven, I ratify this, my rich gift. Then they dance in celebration of the engagement. Our revels now are ended. If you be pleased, retire into my cell and there repose. Ferdinand and Miranda go to Prospero's room. Which he calls his cell. And there they engage in the ancient way of getting to know each other better. A game of chess. Now, let's call Ariel. Ready? Trixie Ariel, come hither. Trixie Ariel, come hither. Trixie Ariel, come hither. What would my potent master? Spirit, we must prepare to meet with Caliban, the trumpery in my house. Go bring it hither.
I go.
Ariel gathers up some gaudy garments to distract Caliban and his friends from their plot against Prospero. Come, lay them here. Oh, very elegant. Yes, I like that. Yes. Oh, nice. Oh, yes, who wouldn't want to steal these? Then Prospero and Ariel retreat to watch from a distance, unseen. Sure enough, here come the fools intent on attacking Prospero.
I prithee, my king, be quiet. We now are near his cell. Do that good mischief which may make this island thine own forever.
I do begin to have bloody thoughts.
Oh, King Stephano, look what a wardrobe here is for thee. Let it alone, thou fool, it is but trash. Oh ho, monster, we know what belongs to a frippery. Oh, King Stephano, let's do the murder first.
Be you quiet, monster. By this hand I will have this gown.
Oh, King Stephano.
Go to, carry this. With the fools distracted, Prospero summons two spirits in the guise of vicious dogs to chase them away.
Run!
Hark, they roar! Let them be hunted soundly. Say, my spirit, how fares the king and his followers?
Just as you left them, all prisoners, sir, and brimful of sorrow and dismay.
Go, release them, Ariel.
I'll fetch them, sir.
At last, Prospero is ready to face his enemies. Behold, Sir King, the wronged Duke of Milan, Prospero. I do entreat thou pardon me my wrongs. Having weakened his enemies, Prospero may now deal the final blow. But he does something unexpected. Prospero forgives his enemies for their crimes against him and his daughter. In return, they immediately restore the dukedom of Milan to Prospero. How extraordinary! And when Prospero reveals that Ferdinand is not dead, the king and his son are joyously reunited. How wonderful! And when the king meets Miranda, he gladly accepts her as his future daughter-in-law, bringing peace to the two families. Can it get any better than this? Yes!
Oh, look, sir, here is more of us. What is the news?
The mariners, who had been asleep from a magic charm, explained that their ship not only is not broken, but is ship-shape and ready to sail. But Prospero is not done yet. There are yet missing of your company some few odd lads that you remember not.
Whoa!
Oh, my stomach.
How fine my master is. I am afraid he will chastise me.
Coraggio, bully monster. Coraggio. Oh. Uh-oh. You'd be king of the Isles, Sirrah? I should have been a sore one then. Even the fools are forgiven for their treacherous plot. And now, Prospero has one last chore for Caliban, to clean the house for the king to spend the night.
Aye, that I will. And I'll be wise hereafter. And seek for grace.
Sir, I invite your highness to take your rest for this one night, and in the morn I'll bring you to your ship, and so to Naples, where I have hoped to see the nuptial of these our dear beloved, and thence retire me to my Milan. I long to hear the story of your life, which must take the ear strangely. I'll deliver all, and promise you calm seas, auspicious gales, and sail so expeditious that shall catch your royal fleet far off. My Ariel, chick. That is thy charge. Then to the elements be free, and fare thou well. A long time ago, on a sea far, far away, a ship is sailing from an island in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea to Naples, Italy. On the deck of the ship, enjoying the morning at sea, such stuff as dreams are made on. Our revels now are ended.
Well, thank you for watching. There's also a study guide, which I will be posting in the comments to this video in a little bit, if you want to kind of dig into some more curriculum possibilities with The Tempest and William Shakespeare. So please check in for more programs from the library, sign up for summer reading, and I hope you have a great day.